So I'm back out at the office park. My daughter has gymnastics again this morning, and this is the place where I did most of the K2R100 testing. And I figure, you know what, I'll bring my skates and try some wizarding. So I got a great response to my first impressions video a couple weeks ago. I really like these wizards, and the more that I think about it, the more that I really want to skate fast. Like, that's kind of the goal. And I'm not a super confident guy, so skating fast is going to be pushing it a little bit. But I know that this office park has a lot of open space for me to skate fast. A lot of really cool banks that I might be able to get a little air out of. So we'll see. Also, it's awesome to just explore, so here we go. For how long these frames are, it sure feels good. Just doing little turns and stuff. It's that natural rocker, I think, where the back of the frame is almost flat, but there's multiple little pivot points, so the wheels aren't flat. They're also not banana rocker. There's just a really nice lean, almost like a lean back. And I can see when I'm leaning back like this, my front wheel is not spinning. And that's interesting. Like, gives you a lot of different pivot points for doing turns and such. Yeah, I'm really liking the swizzliness of these. It's a lot more stable than, I feel like it's a lot more stable than the R100s when I was skating banana rocker. Even though I am maybe leaning back a little bit more, just that little gap, I definitely felt like I was leaning back, and I wasn't quite ready for that. But the benefit is that I can turn. I don't have that long, like with my 3x125 road skates, or they're so much longer, and they're so much longer, and they really feel like you're on rails. Nothing like that with these. They're very nimble, but I still get the speed. All right, so across the street, I'm in a different office park today, and I don't know what's here, but I'm going to go explore. I never considered the bush would be wet. Almost covered in bush water. All right, so this is probably a perfect spot. The driveway here is painted, so should be able to slide pretty good. And then over here, this business is pretty closed, so got a nice flat area to practice gazelles and stuff. So here we go. Dang it. Yeah, get that back foot sliding. Back foot slid, front foot did. That was better. All right, 2 more like that. That's better. I'm gonna do one more. Struggling a bit with the parallel slide today. I don't know why. Maybe not enough speed. Maybe just not confident enough. I can slide magic slide just fine. So it's got to be that confidence. It's that back foot. It's always really scary. Like I worry that I'm going to slip out, which probably will if I'm doing it right. But I'm not going that fast. Like I should be able to tell myself to do it. Oh well. All right, going to try some flatland and see if I can remember anything. I haven't done any of this since the R100s, so it's been a good 3 to 4 months. Going outside the other time? Tell you what, I don't know that I'm doing it right, but whatever it is that I'm doing feels much easier than it did in the R100. Like, I'm getting a feeling of balance. I'm getting a feeling of not losing speed when I turn from back to front. Being able to lean back on that back wheel a little bit is a good feeling. I don't feel like I'm losing any speed. And I still have that pivot, so definitely don't have a problem doing these. Again, I don't know that I'm doing them right, but I know that they feel good. And I don't know, maybe they don't look so good. Yeah, I don't know. It feels good. I'm sure I could use some lessons, but definitely feel like I'm on my edges. Feels like I'm doing it right. Definitely style this off, and I'm sure that I can do better pivots. But that feeling, especially on the gazelle, that I'm probably not doing right, definitely feels better than I remember it feeling on the R100. And I think it's because of the natural rocker. It's so hard to tell though, right? I mean, I'm not an expert at any of this stuff that I'm doing. So for me saying, these frames are easier than the others, it's really hard for me to say. Grinds, I can tell. Grinds, I can tell if I like the frames or not. Swizzly, wizardy things, I just don't know. But they feel good. All right, a little bit more exploring. See if I can find any errors and gaps and stuff, and then go back and get my kid. I love how smooth these frames are. I think that's the biggest difference between these and the R100 is just the weight, the natural rocker. It feels like it's a much more solid landing. It's much more stable when I'm at higher speed. I don't feel wiggly, and that's probably due to the rocker. But also, these are heavy frames, so it has a lot to do with the weight as well, but definitely loving the ride. Because these frames are so long, it feels like I can practice my double push, which if you're an aggressive skater, you probably don't even think about, but it's when you're pushing on the inside edge after you push. So instead of just like running, you do your first push, and then one foot gets on that inside edge and pushes again. These frames are fine for that. I can actually do it, and I can feel the speed. I don't know if it'll transfer to my trail skates, but I guess we'll find out. All right, these are fun. I think they're more fun than my R100. The solid landing, the good rocker, slightly shorter wheelbase. I mean, everything is an upgrade from the R100, except the price. I don't know. I think these frames are definitely worth the money. I don't know that everybody should spend the money, but let's get them for a few more weeks. Really got to get those slides down, make sure that I can do them, and then have my review. It's my birthday tomorrow, so weather permitting, I'm going to be out at Marsh doing my 42 tricks, turn 42, so tune in for that, and if not, I'll see you guys next week.